Welcome.
Chris, I wanted to ask you, I asked Dana a similar thing. You know, it seems to me ridiculous that MMA had been banned in this state for so long and so much dirty politics kind of had gone on. And tonight, maybe you suffered the worst injury of anybody on the card. And yet, can you put in perspective sort of like, you know, how the politics were bad here? Because this night proved there's nothing wrong with MMA and that the sport should have been here many, many years ago.
Yeah, I'm still up here smiling, answering questions. The last couple of years have been crazy. You know, trying to get this legalized here, and every single time we went up to Albany or different places around New York, speaking to senators and the assemblymen, you just get a lot of optimism out of them and saying it's going to pass, and it just never did. And then a couple people got arrested, and then things changed. So I think that's kind of the answer for that.
Just quick question for you, Chris. How many stitches in your head?
Take it easy, buddy. I'm fine. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I probably broke the record. I know I beat Wonder Boy in something tonight. Definitely got him in stitches.
Question for Steve. Phenomenal performance tonight. So close. How heartbreaking is it, though, to have it in that way, that it was a draw?
You know what? It was better than what it was in the beginning. You know, having him, you know, winning the title. They came back and said it was a draw. I'd take it. I mean, it's not a win, obviously. So it's definitely disappointing, but hopefully we can do it again, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully we can get this fight happening again. You know, ended up getting fight of the night. I know it was exciting. I know the fans loved it. So, yeah.
Walk us through that third round, because fourth round when he landed the punch and then the guillotine. Kind of walk us through that, because you survived, which is incredible. But I mean, kind of walk us through what did you remember about that moment? How did you get through that?
You know, the punch, it really didn't. I was still coherent. Could still see. Got right back up to my feet. He ended up getting the guillotine. It was very tight right off the bat. Ended up defending it well. Got my arm in. Got my butt up in the air. I could feel him, you know, really struggling to try and get it. So I was like, you know what, you know, sit here for a second, try and work my arm, try and get my head out, see if he can burn his arms out. End up getting my head out, and you know, threw a few shots right after that, and then the bell rung. So in the beginning, it was very close. Yes.
Two quick ones, real quick. One, did you think you won?
You know what? I thought I pulled out in the last round just by outpointing him. I know he definitely took the first round. You know, he took the first round. It was it. I mean, busted me up with a few elbows, a few good shots. I was a little hesitant during this fight. I knew, you know, he likes to explode in and throw that big right hand, hit me with a few jabs. So I knew how strong he was in the clinch position, which led me to be a little bit more hesitant closing the gap. And I shouldn't have done that, man. Should have gone out there and just let it all out.
And Dana said, obviously, it makes sense that you guys do it again. I mean, is that just kind of in your head right now that you're going to prepare for a rematch with Tyron Woodley?
Oh, yes. I think the fans and everybody were really excited. I think they were entertained, so definitely want to do that again.
Stephen, right over here. Right here, Stephen. Hey, first off, great performance tonight. I got to know, though, you know, seeing your close friend here, Chris Weidman, lose tonight the way he did that have any effect at all on the fight for you?
You know what? It was, man. I mean, at first, of course, I know when in the moment, I felt it. You know, my heart dropped. For something like that, it happens to such a good guy, good friend, man, and now family member. It hurt me, man. It hurt me deep. You know, but I knew I had a job that I had to do right after that, so I had to stay focused on it.
And, you know, getting, you know, that fourth round where you're in trouble, did you sort of grow tonight as far as being a fighter and overcoming that and, you know, surviving? I think you gained a lot of fans from that tonight by, you know, getting through it.
Well, thank you. Yeah, man, it was very close in the beginning, but I told myself, this is a title shot, man. You know, I'm never the type of guy to give up. Okay. In that fourth round, I was just like, I'm not doing this. I'm not tapping. If this guy's gonna, you know, guillotine me, I'm gonna give this guy hell. But I ended up getting out. Obviously, his arms loosened up a little bit, and ended up popping my head out. But it was close in the beginning. But I told myself, there's no giving up here.
Question for Chris up here in the middle. Forgive me if I lost my voice on Thursday, so if I squeal, I apologize.
Sound good. I lost my voice. Oh, there it goes back.
When you first entered the arena, coming in and seeing the crowd, it looked like you paused for a second or two. Can you just talk a little bit about what was going through your mind at that time?
It was a dream come true. It was everything I imagined. until I lost. But that walkout was truly special for me. Just all the dreams being realized. I've had so many ups and downs in the sport, and then so many times I thought this was going to get legalized, and I imagined fighting here in New York, and for it to finally happen, and to have a crowd like that and that type of support after traveling around the world and fighting everywhere else besides my home state, it was a dream come true walking out.
Question for Chris. Do you think that the eye poke changed the rhythm of the fight?
Honestly, I haven't gave any of that any thought at all. I know I definitely, as many people told me before the fight, don't get frustrated with any like antics that might happen. I know my coaches told the ref and the commission before the fight about ice on the floor and putting too much water on him, and then they take time rubbing it off him, and it happened twice, and I got a little frustrated, even though I should have not got frustrated, but at the end of the day, now eye poke and the water on the floor, it's not something I'm focused on right now.
Chris, you were pretty outspoken in your criticism of Yoel and the problems he had with the failed drug test. Now it does sound like he is going to get the title shot, though. Now that you've been in there with him, he did pick up a win over you. Do you feel he's deserving of that title shot, or do you stay on kind of firm in your criticism that he doesn't deserve it?
Well, he just put a good performance against me. But the performance answer stuff, I was kind of with Bisbee. I started thinking about before this fight, these people who are failing PED tests. I just feel like you shouldn't even be fighting them anymore. But a lot of guys I fought in the past have failed for steroids. Almost a good majority of my last 6 fights. So I've been fighting these guys, and he was another guy who failed the drug test. And anyway, I got to go out there and try to get a W.
I know this was such a big night for you. So for it to end the way it did, can you just describe what the emotion is like right now?
It's very tough night. This was not the way I imagined this going, but I still see the beauty in the little things that I got to experience. That walkout, the weigh-ins, every part of it. I felt the love, so it was nice.
Sure. Just quickly for Wonder Boy, definitely want you to get to the party. Listen, it sounds like Dana is leaning towards the rematch as well, but you do have Damian Maia that's already out there saying he deserves his shot. You had yours, and then, of course, you got Conor McGregor maybe creeping up in the background. He does have 2 titles already. Do you see scenarios in which, you would stand down for either one of those guys and say that they deserve it, or do you feel that you stand over them?
Yeah, it was a draw. I think we should do battle and just see who gets it. It was a tie, so let's break that tie. And after we do it again, I will give anybody their title shot, whoever deserves it next. I think I don't know if anybody would want to see that rematch or not, but I would love to do it again. Hopefully back in New York somewhere, and we'll see.
Got a quick one for Chris. Chris, did you get a chance to watch over here? Did you get a chance to watch Wonder Boy's fight, and how did you score it?
Yeah, I watched the fight, and I thought he won the fight. I thought he won 3 rounds without question. If you wanted to give him a 10-8 round, which I don't agree with, because he finished the fight with a minute on top, landing down punches. So to give a 10-8 round on that, I could see where you're coming from, but I think it might be a little bit of a stretch. But to give 3 rounds to Woodley didn't make sense to me at all. So I could understand possibly a 10-8, but I don't agree with it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.